Again, I was done making videos for the night. Just when I thought, like, the Wonder Woman news... Ugh, goddamn autofocus, we'll just have to power through this. Just when I thought the Wonder Woman news was going to be more than enough, yeah, this news came out. This news was like, holy shit. Because I had a double take, too, because I was like, wait, there's no way this can be real. Yeah, this is 100% real. I was completely shocked by this, and yeah, read that right. We are not only getting a Wonder Woman game, a new Star Wars game, Sonic 2, which not the biggest Sonic fan, so sorry. Happy for all the Sonic fans, but yeah, we're getting a Texas Chainsaw Massacre video game from the people who brought us the Friday the 13th video game. Yeah. You know, I don't have the highest expectations for the next Texas Chainsaw movie, but, like, the people behind Friday the 13th doing a Texas Chainsaw video game is awesome, because there's so much you can do with it. It is probably going to follow your standard survival horror type video games that you've been seeing lately, where one person plays the killer and the others play the survivors. So, yeah, it's probably like that. But and actually I was talking to Jason, he was like, I thought it was going to be Freddy who would get it, like we'd do a Nightmare on Elm Street one before this. And for all intents and purposes, there's still a chance we could still get a Nightmare on Elm Street version of this game from the developers. And I'll tell you why we probably got this game. Was because there's no one fighting over the rights for Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They're pretty set in stone these days. So, yeah, sadly, with the rights still up in the air for Friday the 13th, and how they've been split up, apparently, so far, with Sean S. Cunningham and with the... I forget his other name, but... Victor Miller, that's it. Victor Miller and Cunningham both having separate rights and, still at war with each other in court. I don't think we're going to get anything done anytime soon, so it was probably for the best, and sadly, because I love the Friday the 13th video game. But this is really cool, because Leatherface has kind of like the same game mechanics, and a little bit more fun with it, because it's not just Leatherface you could play with, it's his whole family. Like, now think about it. I swear to God, I really want to play as Chop Top. I really hope we get to play as Chop Top in this game. I would absolutely love it to have Chop Top and have Bill Moseley voice him again. Now, obviously, there are some characters that you can't use. They probably won't be able to use Viggo Mortensen's Tex in here, nor will they be able to use, Matthew McConaughey's character, so we won't get boo, boo. Kudos if you understood that reference. But there are a lot of other families members you could use. You could, in theory, use Drayton. You could use the Hitchhiker. There's a lot of characters you could use, and for Leatherface himself, there's a lot of characters you could use for Leatherface. There's a ton of versions of Leatherface you could use. Like, you could use, of course, the original. You could use the Pretty Lady makeup. You could have one be the remake Texas Chainsaw one. You could have, like, the remake Leatherface. You could have all the different Leatherfaces throughout the movies. Like, each kind of like how they did the versions of Jason in each movie. Like, how they made them different, or like each one had their own perks. You could do that with Leatherface. Like, each Leatherface has their own perks and their own, like, strengths and weaknesses. Like I said, like how they did the Jasons in that kind of order as well. Now, Survivors, it's really fun because a lot of the actors are still around. They are still around, and they are more than likely be able to be used for a video game where you could use their voices. I think it would be really cool to have, like, Sally as a survivor, to have Frank... Well, I don't know how you could do the hiding mechanics with Franklin, but, like, Franklin... Ken Foray, his character, bring him back. Like, he was one of the few good things about Next Generation. That train wreck was him, so bring him back. Have him be a survivor character. I don't know if we could get. I don't think we could get Mr. Lord of the Harvest for the rights, but be a nice. It'd be pretty cool. I think it would be really cool to get like some of the, some of the family members' likenesses would be hard to get. Like obviously we wouldn't be able to get Arlie Ermy. But yeah, I do think that there is a lot of potential for a Texas Chainsaw Massacre video game, especially done in the vein of the Friday the 13th video game. And yeah, I know you're probably thinking is that, well, they're probably not going to be able to have much arenas because really the only maps would be the farmhouse. Like it's really just it. Not necessarily. Like there's oh, by the way, for another survivor, we need Stretch from Texas Chainsaw 2. We seriously need Stretch from Texas Chainsaw 2. But getting back to the maps, Texas Chainsaw Massacre's abandoned Funland thing at the end of the film, that would be a cool map. The Slaughterhouse would be an awesome map. The Slaughterhouse from the remake would also be kind of cool. Like maybe they'd probably incorporate that. Trying to think of like another place they could have it. But the big ones are obviously Slaughterhouse, the Funhouse from Texas Chainsaw 2, and of course the Farmhouse. So another one, now that I think about it, like another one could be kind of cool would be the I just had it too. I just fucking had it too. Well, there was kind of a construction site they kind of played with in Next Generation, so that'd be kind of a cool one to maybe do that. Maybe have the radio station from Texas Chainsaw. That'd be really cool too as a map. I just thought of that. The radio station. That'd be a fun one. Yeah, I think that would be kind of cool. I do think like another fun one would be. Well, that's kind of all the maps I have right now. I'm tired. I'm kind of tired, but this is really cool. And it does make me hope that maybe we'll get other slashers in these kind of video games. Like, again, like Jason had mentioned earlier. I said Jason had mentioned earlier that it would be kind of cool to get Freddy. Freddy would be a good one. I'd love to see what they would do with Chucky, because I think Chucky would be a cool one to play with. Or, actually, I got a fun one. How about instead of Chucky, we do a Leprechaun? We do a Leprechaun video game in this style. Because we've had one with Alien. Well, no, we haven't really had one with the Xenomorph. We've done with Predator. Yeah, we've obviously... And, well, Alien Fireteam, you could say. Yeah, so Alien Predator have gotten this kind of game. Jason. Maybe Ghostface would be another one. That'd be kind of cool. You get Matthew Lillard to play Stu again. That'd be a lot of fun. Yeah. So, you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of this Texas Chainsaw Massacre video game? Are you guys excited? Are you guys not? Do you want to play as other family members or just Leatherface? And if so, what family members would you love to have in the game? What kind of versions of Leatherface would you like to have? And what characters would you like to have as playable characters from the movies to be survivors in the video games? And also, what slashers do you think should get video games of their own in this style? Just comment below, let me know. And once again, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.